Hello everyone, welcome to today's session of Sitecore User Group Nagpur, our first session of this year 2025. Although we are a bit late in kicking off the year, we assure you that today's session will be worth wait. Packed with deep insight, real value, and practical takeaways. It is truly great to see Sitecore enthusiasts and professionals coming together again after last year's engaging sessions. On behalf of Neha Pasi, Vikrant Pundwatkar, and myself, thank you very much for being here with us today. We would like to inform you that one of our valued organizers, Sumit Salpekar, has decided to pursue a new career path and has stepped away as his role as organizer of Sitecore User Group Nagpur. This is our first event without him. And while his presence and contributions will surely be missed, we are incredibly grateful for everything he has done for this group. We wish Sumit all the very best for his future endeavors and continued success in the next chapter of this journey. Regarding today's speaker, we are honored to have Devagna Nanavati. Most of you must already know Devagna, but let me share a bit more about him. He is Sitecore Technology MVP and currently serves as Senior Lead of Technology at Horizontal Digital Private Limited. With over 16 years of experience in IT, he's deeply passionate about solving real world business problems using technology. He is certified in Sitecore XM Cloud, Content Hub, and Order Cloud, and has worked across multiple domains. It's Devagna's second presentation with Sitecore User Group Nagpur. Last year, he presented an insightful session on Sitecore SSC API for authentication in Headless XM, a well received presentation. Beyond tech, Devagna is someone who would either be a chef experimenting with flavors or photographer exploring the world through his lens. And he enjoys running or playing any sport that gets his heart racing. Today, we'll be diving into Sitecore Stream, one of the most talked about capabilities of Sitecore nowadays. Devigna will share his perspective as a technologist, focusing on why we must always start with a business problem and not technology, what Sitecore Stream really is, the business problem it solves, and its role in delivering solutions, and a practical look into how technologists and organizations can adopt Sitecore Stream to start creating customer value. By the end of this session, you will walk away with a clearer understanding of why this matters and what actions you can take as a Sitecore technologist, partners, and enthusiast. So without further delay, let's welcome Devagna to take us through today's session. Devagna, over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, SUG Nagpur, for having me here. Mahima, Neha, Vikrant, just like last year, let's make this session also, most interesting for Sitecore enthusiastic. And thanks again for having me. I'll start by sharing my screen.
Sure.
I hope it's visible to everyone.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Neha has already sorry, Mahima has already introduced me, so I will not take much time there. But what I would like to focus here today is that, if you're a consultant, right? If you're a technology consultant in any organization, or maybe you're working for your customers, how can you add value there, right? So that's what I wanted to discuss today. There will be some theory because if we jump directly to the technical product or the technicalities of it, then the crux of what we are all doing will not be there. So I'll set some tone, set some context there, and then we will of course go to the Sitecore stream and see what it is and how why about it. So as you see, do more in era of less from ideation to execution. Now, as I said, if you're a consultant, you should always start with your customer problem first, business problem first, and then you should switch to technology or to figure out how it is gonna solve it for your customer, right? Now, there could be many problems in digital transformation, right? We all are technicians and we know that in omni-channel, you have mobile app, you have web-based platform, you have all the social platforms, you have WhatsApp, you have CDPs. There are so many things. Now, every technology could have some glitches which you might need to solve. Then there could be a process related issues as well. But when you're a consultant, you should think from the very holistic perspective that okay, whatever you're doing, we are not just making websites, right? That used to happen 5 years ago or 8 years ago. We are just focusing on building that experience, having the website, and then we are done. But now everything is connected, the processes are connected, and the connected experience that your customer should have, you should think from that perspective. And today we will focus on one specific problem which Sitecore also has worked on solving, is a marketer's problem. What is the problem that marketer face? Once you create a website, then or maybe you have a company, or you're creating a website for a company with a 3 4 brands, right? It only adds value when marketing team goes out there, create campaigns, shoot out marketing campaigns and stuff. And then what issues they're facing, and what is the ROI? Like I'll share some numbers, and then it will also raise your eyebrows that why that problem needs to be solved, and how Sitecore Stream has solved that. So that's the theme for today. uh, I will I'll skip this. I will make it very fast. Uh, yeah, Mayim has already said about me, so I'll not get into them. Yeah, and one of the thing I'll add is I like running because it raises my heartbeat, but I also like to do this kind of presentation because these things also raises my heartbeats, right? So I love that as well. But yeah, joke apart, but there are 2 links down there. One is of my LinkedIn handle. I would really appreciate if you would like to connect with me, just buzz me there, add me there. We can start talking. And then this is my blog. Uh, my first blog post came around like 16, 17 years ago. So this I'm blogging from 16, 17 years now. So that's about it. Let's jump directly into setting the theme of it. Uh, so if I be honest, I wanted to put this slide little later. Before that, I wanted to discuss the problem first of the marketers. But then if I'll jump directly into it, then you will not know what is stream at high level. So stream at high level is the sometimes it is called as a new DXP product. It was launched in 2024 symposium, right? So it's not the offering that it's not like a separate product or something, but it has another angle as well. All the AI capabilities that Sitecore is providing, it's all under the umbrella called stream. So that means you have one stream app which is created for marketers by marketers. So, there is a typical workflow or the orchestration that happens of the life cycle of the workflow considering marketing people. And then the another angle is for our technicians like us who can bring in those AI capabilities into their DXP platforms, make it XMC or Content Hub, Search, or even on-prem XP. You can have those capabilities right into your content editors or expense editors using Stream. So those are the 2 aspects of it, and it's good to know. Starting with that, Sitecore Stream offers all this. Wherever you see the AI capabilities, that's under Stream. So if you see this image on the right, on top, all the digital experiences, you will find that Stream icon on top of it. That means right now in today's date, when we talk, Stream is already available for you to use and start getting your value out of it using AI. Pretty huge. And this is not half-baked solution that Sitecore came up with. They worked intensely with marketers and customers directly to find out their issue. And then they did not solve only one thing, like, okay, if you have this issue, then we'll help you. For example, Content Hub, right? If you are having issue of finding image from this big set of data set, then we'll create some kind of AI capabilities to you, and then you can find image easily. But that's the one piece, right? Now, to stitch those image, tag those image, use those image in XMC, maybe translate that content, everywhere you need AI, right? So what they did is on every experience, they applied the Sitecore Stream AI capabilities. So that's the huge package which giving you the greatest ROI from my perspective. That not solving one challenge, but I think it's very holistic point of view that they have taken, and then it is across the board. You can see. So composable DXP we all talked about in last year, last 2 years, right? And then with introduction of Stream, now it's intelligent DXP. So you're right now in your Sitecore instance, you can start using the Sitecore Stream straight away. Now, someone also asked that, okay, it's like a chat GPT or what, right? I'm talking about very layman term, right? Uh, in a group, there is no common sense, right? So in this platform, I will not assume that who is having what understanding of stream, and then but what I will try to explain is that what kind of question that could arise or that could come in someone's mind if they are maybe seeing stream for the first time, or if they are having no experience of stream. So that's why calling it out, it's like if it's such like chat GPT, well, not exactly, but yes as well, because you will get chat prompts where you will be typing and interacting with the chatbot to get the content out of it. But chat GPT is like a big Google map, right, or a big encyclopedia, where a stream is sent focuses on a very central area of your particular brand or your company. So that means it has all the knowledge of your brand, and it will ground the AI models to your specific content, your specific brand specific things. So that means instead of a vast general knowledge of the vast everything which could not be compliant as well, right? So if you go to chat GPT and enter anything and try to create a marketing campaign, it could be possible that it will give you some generic content, and then again you will need to refine it and make sure that, okay, out of this I'll use that, I'll use this. But instead, Stream will give you all the content or the briefing or the content generation or translation very specific to your brand. That's a very niche feature, I would say. And is it an app? So Stream, as I said, can be accessed in two ways. So there is a just like a port under Sitecore Cloud for the XMC, the URL that you have, right? Similarly, for Stream also, there is a Stream app. This is a subscription-based premium feature from Sitecore, which you need to enable by talking to your Sitecore partner, Sitecore contact, account contact, and then you can start using this Stream features. All of it we will see in demo as well. So I'm just setting the tone of it, so you can at least start getting the idea and ideas around it. Now let's talk about the actual problem. Well, this is the sentence comes to my mind every time as a consultant when I work. A true innovation should start from looking at the business problem first and then choosing the tech to solve, and not the vice versa. And Sitecore has actually done this with the customers and their marketers. So they actually work with them hand to hand to understand what the challenges marketing team is facing, and then they worked on it, and then later on the stream was the output of it. So we will see in later slides what kind of challenges are there for marketers, which literally will raise your eyebrows, because as I said previously as well, when we work on a specific experience, and we don't look at it from all the perspective. Now, marketing team, your digital transformation technical team, everybody is one gear of one system, one engine, right? Everything should work cohesive. It's like a big orchestra. If they don't make everybody can play the tune, but if orchestra everybody is playing the different tune, then it will not sound like a symphony. So Sitecore Stream exactly does that. It makes all the tune sync in the way that it seems like a music. And the Sitecore definitely gets a round of applause for doing exactly this. They actually focused on the business problem of the customer, and then they solved it using Stream. When we get into the demo and the further slides, you will see how they resolved it. We will also talk about one of the biggest use cases Sitecore also talked about is of the brand Nestle. Now you put in the shoes of marketers there. Nestle has the 2,000 brands right now. I'll share the challenges, what kind of challenges marketers might have faced or they might be facing for your customers as well. Now let's see the pain of the customer. That's what I was talking about. Uh, if you see this, marketing team, they are the most challenged people, I would say, and because they have less budget, right? They have less time, and they have a target of faster go to market. So when every brand, the importance of marketing, right? Even if you have your digital experiences alive, you have app, you have everything, but that engagement, that customer base, that trust is all based on how you market it. And if your go-to market is not up to the mark or not in timely manner or not efficient, you're gonna lose a lot of in the game. That's what the stream will solve. So as I said, limited marketing budget. Now CMO, right? CMO, all the marketing officers, chief marketing officers, are tasked with either reducing the budget, overall budget by 10% or increase their efficiency by reducing the cost in terms of time by 10, 15%, right? They are always in crux. Now, in this short time, they need to, do all this marketing strategy, implement, create documents, find all the brands, making sure that, they are aligned with your strategy of the brand document. They need to, make sure that they are compliant before they go out in market. They need to find the right asset, right image from the maybe content hub or something. uh, right tone of voice, right? Like, every brand has a tone of voice. Like, it should be a soft, or it should be, very aggressive, or it should be very technical. So they need to make sure that it complies with, whatever the tone of voice on your website or your own app when you're communicating, the same is applied on your marketing campaigns as well. Now, if those are not aligned, again, it's a disconnect. So also the right fonts, right? Your app, your communication, your flyers, everything should look like a one brand. And consider this many stuff. How much time it will be consuming for marketers to make sure that they strategize it. They create the briefs, they create the campaign before the right time, because when product is launched and if you delay it too much, it's going to hamper. So they need to do all this in timely manner, which is really, really, really pain. So let's look into the marketing workflow, a typical marketing workflow. So what they do is they consider that SUG Nagpur as a brand. If we take example as a SUG Nagpur as a brand, now I was supposed to be here today presenting for the webinar. Now, this is one task, right? So before that, if they want to market it, if they want to make sure that, okay, this webinar is successful, or maybe they get a good engagement, or maybe they go to visits or, attendees for this webinar, they need to strategize it that, okay, how are we going to market this, right? Then they will create a brief around it. So this is a typical marketing workflow that, when you say brief, that means how we're gonna, send it out to the social media. Are we gonna create a video, or are we gonna, do a flyer, and what about the image and logo? And so you must all have seen the, webinar marketing flyer that was sent by Sug Nagpur in LinkedIn with my photo, my topic and everything. So it should match with their brand every time. So they need to make sure that, okay, my brief is accurate, and then they, create those tasks, and then, they reiterate on that. This is a very small example, but in the actual brand, like, brand like Tata, right? So they have car, they have a lot of other things on retail as well. They have so much of the, number of brands. Every brand has a unique identity. Now consider every time they need to do this, how much time they will be spending. That's where a Sitecore stream will, come to rescue, which we'll see later on. But I hope you got the idea, right? Uh, but with Sitecore stream, what will happen is that the AI capabilities, what it will do is it will do all the mundane tasks for you, and you only focus on the strategy, right? So you can also ask to create a flyer for you which matches your brand, and then you can actually work on what you're supposed to do. Sit with your team, strategize it, how to do it, and then content creation and everything, you should put it on AI instead of you figuring out which asset to take, size is not good, font is not matching. That's the mundane task should be handed over to AI. Now you'll be able to judge where we are going and connecting dots, and slowly, steadily, we move towards a detailed demo around that. So now if you see this, uh, the number, this is huge, right? In 2025, this number of global ad spend will go to waste due to poor briefs. This is huge, and this is from Better Briefs. So they are the one who provides marketing briefs and how to make it efficient and so. But this is the research that says that this many dollars are going wasted in every, if you combine it of total. So that's more than $10,000 per second. This is huge, right? What a cost saving you can have if you just work with your customer to just align yourself, your marketing team, that you are actually spending this much time, this much money, and then it can easily be reduced by working together and making sure that we handed over things to AI, and then we work on the actual task. And Better Briefs also says that 35% of the budget, 35% means, like, if you allocate at 100%, right? 35% of the budget is gone. Like every time 35% of the budget almost goes out, or due to the poor briefs written by marketing people because of all the challenges that I mentioned in the earlier slides. Now, that's where we are. So we want to know that how Sitecore Stream helps here, right? So Sitecore, before I jump to the another site, so I would again applaud Sitecore for actually making sure that they work with their customer. They worked with their customer, direct customer. They work with the partner and marketers to make sure that they actually talk to marketers and understand their pain, and then the whole system and the whole orchestration was designed, and then to make the life easy for marketers, as well as to make the life easy for content authors who can generate content using AI, and marketers can actually use the Kanban type or timeline like feature where they can track the task, right? Uh, uh, I'll show you in the demo, but yeah, that's where Sitecore Stream comes into the picture. Now, here are the interesting facts about Sitecore Stream. So, brand aware AI. Now, brand aware AI is the most important piece of Sitecore Stream, where, as I said, in Chat GPT, it's like a general knowledge. It's like a big Google map. But with brand awareness, it is actually focusing on very specific center or specific city or specific, brand. So what you do is, I will show you in the demo, but you can actually upload if you have brand A, B, C, right? So if I say if SUG Nagpur is a brand, because why I'm taking SUG Nagpur, because my use case on the demo also is on SUG Nagpur. So SUG Nagpur is a brand, right? And then whatever SUG Nagpur brand has, like the logo, who is owning this user group, and what is the brand history, brand context, what are the fonts they use, this, that, whatever generally a brand has. You generally, what you do is, in the stream app, you ground your AI to learn from that particular brand only. So you upload your documents there, you upload your all the brand documents, your typography, your tone of voice, your do's, don'ts, everything, and then there will be agents and co-pilots running, and then it will make sure that now they have the knowledge grounded to specific brand only. So it will forget outside knowledge, and now you're focused on the brand. Now consider the ROI where instead of any generic content, right, which is not could not be compliant as well. Now you are having the content which is coming from your brand with your context and your intentions as well. And then what happens is that co-pilots and agents, that means co-pilots are like, as it name suggests, if you are a pilot, marketer, and then co-pilots are someone who will work along with you to create those things, and then it will also give you the opportunity to edit those content and then make sure that it is perfectly fine. But huge time saving. Instead of you doing mundane tasks, now you are handing it over to co-pilots and agents. So what are the important things that you should be knowing here is that first is brand aware AI, as I said. Now, why it is brand aware is because you have facility to upload your documents right into the stream, your brand specific documents. Now, as a marketer, if you're not marketer, then probably you might need to wrap your head around it, that what are the brand documents. But brand document is something any brand have an identity, right? The history, that their core values, and what are the customers, and then whatnot. So all those brand knowledge that you're feeding, because if you are creating a website or if you are creating a campaign, you are creating for specific brand, right? So now your AI has that knowledge, and then you can create content out of it easily. And co-pilots and agents, as I said, they are co-pilots. They work along with you. So they are automated task and gets triggered, and then they make sure that all the orchestration that happens, right, that happens using those co-pilots. There are so many co-pilots there, but I'll just explain a couple. First, let me explain the co-pilots here. So co-pilots, co-pilots are, so for example, you want to translate the content, right? There is one task. So there is a co-pilot for it. Then if you want to summarize something, maybe if you have big document or big blog or something, and then you ask AI to summarize it for you. That's a summarize co-pilot. There is so search co-pilot. Then there is a tone brand tone co-pilot. That means you can AI will generate content in based of its ability, but then you can tell it to make softer or make little technical or maybe target to a specific audience. So then you can set the tone of it. If you say, hey, just make it friendly, then it will use the phrases very friendly. And then if you make it very technical and strict, then it will use tone accordingly. So there are different co-pilots, as I mentioned, and agentic workflow means, now those workflows are when there are trigger points when you search or ask something, so it invokes all of the agent behind the scene and then get the task done for you. So when content is presented, it seems like, talking to a person, like asking things, for example, please, make the title board of my blog, or maybe, make the content author in bullet point. So from starting from that journey to the last output, that orchestration that happened, right, which I will show, that whole orchestration is driven via those agentic workflows. The benefit of the all this is you can organize the work really well. So the pain that I was talking about marketing people was also, when you do all this, and if you're not organized, you will easily lose track. So you can actually, in the stream app, you can actually, the orchestration layer of the agentic workflow provides you facility to create project, create task, marketing task, and then you can track them in timeline manner. That, okay, if SUG Nagpur is scheduling a webinar, then there will be tasks like, hey, start creating marketing flyers for speaker Devagna, and then create a blog post around it with my YouTube links, or maybe registration links, stuff like those. And you can actually track them, and then use AI to generate content and then approval workflow. So it also gives you one dashboard kind of interface where your marketers can track the task, and then behind the scene you can also have the chat prompt where you can generate content directly. And it boosts collaboration as well. So among your team, marketing team, you can assign tasks to people and say, hey, Devagna is going to speak next week. Mahima, can you start the marketing, please? And then that once that task is created, Mahima will actually log into Stream, and then she will have tasks, and then she can start using AI with brand awareness, because we already have brand documents there, and then she will start playing what content best suited for the social media platform to post and stuff. And then once she's happy with that, then the workflow goes ahead. This is a small example, but yeah, practical one. And of course, you can monitor the progress there as well by just like a Jira board kind of interface. So let's talk about this multiple agents as well. So as I said, copyright agent, there are translation agent, there are summarize agent, there are tone rewrite agent, there are metadata agents as well. So these are all integrated. So there are small pieces working behind the scenes from your chat prompt to your final output, where if you say I would translate this content, or maybe summarize this content, or just rewrite in my brand tone. So all of these specific tasks will be dedicated to particular agent, and then in your orchestration workflow, that will be taken care. One of the key features I would like to mention is bring your own AI. So Stream also provides bring your own AI. That means now this is really powerful, right? Where before 2022, we were like, AI is going to be a future. We were thinking about it. Oh, AI is coming. Everybody's talking about AI. Before 2023, it was like, Sitecore can be, in Sitecore, we can integrate Open AI and Azure Open AI, and, use generative AI capabilities. And then we were so surprised that by doing this APIs, we are now able to use the power of AI. But in 2024, we had Stream AI, within the Sitecore ecosystem, and now we actually have Bring Your Own AI. That means, and now this is huge. So there is a serious focus, on AI, and you can not ignore it. You must have got that sense by now. So Bring Your Own AI is it's dedicated for Sitecore Stream and a content hub, and it refers to the ability to integrate your own AI model, your own preferred third-party AI services into Sitecore content experience platform, rather than relying on solely on what is available in Sitecore built-in Azure OpenAI systems. So one of the example will be, or the use case will be, consider a pharmaceutical customer, where one of the they because of the content is not accurate, or maybe their medical fraternity is very content, very focused on their medical content. So what they might want to do is they want to have that private GPT model instead of what is out of the box provided, and then customize this to make sure that it knows now, it knows their brand, but now they have their custom AI integrated as well. Right now that is only available for Content Hub, but later on we'll see on the future roadmap how it's going to be providing for the other DXP platforms. So now I think enough of the context. I hope now everybody would have got the idea of what is Stream, and why it is important to talk about those slides. Let's jump directly into stream. So what I will do is this demo will be, or this is very high level demo, uh, but I will divide it in two parts, where I will first, because initially when you see stream, I'm sure you will get confused because we don't think from the marketer's perspective, right? We think from the technology perspective. So to break that ice, I bifurcated, what a technician should do. So now you should think from the marketing perspective, but still being a technical consultant, right? Because ultimately you're going to customize it. You're going to use the AI capabilities into your system as well. So I'll give you a demo in two ways, one from the marketing perspective and then from the technician perspectives. So first of all, as you see, Stream can be accessed just like any other app. Here is the Stream app that you can use. It has its separate URL. Now, this is the Stream's dashboard. Now, what it looks like is there are five tabs here: My Day, Projects, Assistant, Brand Kits, and Admin. Now, My Day is something that this is a particular day of any marketing person, right? As I said, if Devang is going to speak at SUG Nagpur, then maybe Mahima got the task from someone saying, "Hey, can you please create a campaign?" Or can Neha might got some task that, "Hey, can you start getting the content from Devagna or image from Devagna, whatever." So when they're logging into the system, they will have these tasks, right? And there are projects as well. So what you do is, this is a typical project that I created. Project is nothing but a collection of the task where you can track. Here, the marketing team can track their task, create their task. So now, if you look back on the theory which I was mentioning, now you are actually focusing on the strategy, right? And you will put most of the things on the AI. Here, what you do is you go and create tasks saying, hey, please create marketing social media post for webinar right? I do this, and then I can just assign this task to my team here. Maybe I'm not I'm sure that my email is not here, but maybe I'll assign it to myself, right? So that's how it works. So then what you do is then you can start breaking the task here, different tasks here. So this is marketing a dashboard you can see, and then you can also ask AI to suggest the task for you. So if I say, hey, suggest some task for me, then it will, it will give you the different types of tasks that you would like to do, because these are very generic marketing tasks that you might be doing. But if you focus on a very specific task, then of course you would like to track it and create it manually. So I just said discard all. Here, there are two ways you can see. There are multiple ways you can see this particular task, whichever way you feel comfortable with. So marketing team can track here. There is a Kanban board, so you can see, there is a date attached to it, and then because if Devagna is going to speak a week after, this needs to be finished, right? So now we are talking about collaboration and making sure that go to market is on track, and we are not spending any time. Similarly, you have this timeline like feature as well, where you have day, week, quarter, which you can track. There is a funnel as well, but I think this is very technical, so we'll not go there. It's for the marketing purpose, so let's keep it away. But the gist of it is that marketing team can now have the task listed, and then they can focus on the core capabilities of AI and making sure to strategize it and stuff. Now, one of the thing that I was talking about was the brand awareness, right? So having a general knowledge and having a knowledge of a specific brand, that's where the power of Sitecore Stream comes from. Here, what I have done is, so basically what you do is you create brand kits. Now, brand kits, as I said, have a default sections. like global goals. What is the goal of the brand? What is the context of the brand? Like, what is the history of the brand? What is the core values of the brand? What is the, visual guidelines this brand has? What are the color palettes that you generally use, right? Everything related to brand. What you do is you ingest things here. So right now, what I'll do is I have just uploaded Horizontals brand guideline for testing, but I have trained. So basically, what will happen is that whenever I upload any source, right? So I'll just expand this. The options are PDF as of now. So that means you can upload your brand specific PDF documents here. And then when you say process all changes, that means now the AI and the LLMs will start grounding your AI capabilities for your brand specific data. They will extract the brand context, they'll extract tone of voice, they'll extract every document and make sure that they put it in the database. And then whenever the content retrieval, co-pilots are and agents are run, it grounds your data centric to your brand. Now this is very powerful. So let's just see source options. So we have URL for extraction as well. So in future you will be able to also give URL, and then AI will try to read from that URL as well. And then there's another option which is coming soon as well. But yeah, the gist is here from the process all changes, what it will do is it will take a couple of minutes, and and then what it will do is it will fill all these sections automatically. Like, what is the digital mandatories? What are the SEO best practices that you use, right? What are the accessibility criteria? And then what is the brand context? So if I go here, this SUG demo is the brand kit that I've created, and I have grounded it to use SUG Nagpur as a brand, right? So what is the purpose of this brand? How old this brand is, what they generally do. So if you see, the moment I uploaded the brand kit, it automatically filled out everything for me, right? And then you still have option to go and edit according to whatever you want to do for this brand. Now, this is only one-time activity. So as a marketer, what you're gonna do is, or maybe as a CMO, what you're gonna do is, when you're going live with your brand, you will have all this information available, and then as much as information that you put in, as much as AI will become more intelligent and more your brand centric, brand aware, and then it will give you the data the way you want, specific to your brand. So, so that's where, and you can see there are some AI suggestions automatically comes up. You can, if you want to use it, you can use it, but this is all uh, like a co-pilot. It is working along with you rather than overwriting you. Every time you will get an option to, no, I want to edit this and I want to use it and stuff like those. Yeah, but this is all the do's and don'ts and stuff. This is all marketing terms or the brand terms, which is needed for a specific brand, to have a tone of voice and checklist and grammar guidelines and stuff. So this is where you need to feed all the data, or there are two ways. Either you upload the documents and then AI will ground everything, and then wherever it finds match, it will put it, and whenever you find it empty, you can go and add items as well. There are two options. And as I see, it was not able to extract anything, so it is saying that not used by any copilot. But if I go here, you see that because it was grounded, now it says the brand assist XMC content optimization experience or content generation. So it is already being used by AI, and it is watching it, right? So that's about brand kit. Now let's just move to brand assist, right? Now this is what I was talking about, where marketing team can now focus on the actual things. They can actually ask, like, if I'm Mahima, right? If I'm given a task, then I'll say, uh, can you gen can you generate social media post for upcoming webinar by Nanavati? mentioning all the owner names in bullet points and little history too. As you can see, it is searching in the brand knowledge, right? So you see, how we have grounded now AI capabilities to a brand called SUG Nagpur, and the tone of voice and everything, it will match. It will match with what you're gonna do. So you see that so what it created for me is to create social movements documented by the webinar. We can ignore the following. So it is suggesting me, what you should do. Webinar details, use magic of Sitecore, CAPS. Here it automatically started focusing on my brand. And then I can also ground it to my data as well. So what I will say is, can you generate here I brief. So that means it's a marketing brief. That's brief is a terminology. So now it is actually creating a marketing brief. Marketing brief means that there is a, yeah, as you can see, now this is absolutely grounded to SUG Nagpur. Now, if you see that campaign goals and educate and influence, there is an error touch. Now it is showing this is because I also have attached horizontals brand kit as well. See, so this campaign aims to enhance the proficiency in advanced Sitecore technologies. So it automatically knew that, we are talking about Sitecore technologies through the practical knowledge sharing and real world application. This will be achieved via, interactive webinars supported by live demonstration and downloadable Sitecore developers, and then, everything. So now what will happen is that, you are actually fine tuning your search. You're fine using the AI to, generate specific marketing related documents and stuff. And then once you're, happy with it, then you can, again, create a different material out of it. Right now, it seems that AI is having some issue, but I'll again try it. New create post on. So it already knew that I'm talking about, Nagpur. And then, what are we going to do? So it is suggesting me that what you should be doing and stuff, call to action and what should you put and stuff. Now, this chat, this assistant is for marketing people. We will also see the AI capabilities, how content author as a technician. As I said, I'll be doing two types of demo, right? One is for marketers and one is for technicians. So it also gives you some of the ready-made prompts. Uh, Maybe try one of it. Let's try this. Yeah, it seems like it is not getting the brand context right now, but I'll show you in the another capabilities. So this is about the Stream app, where you can actually create the briefs. If you're marketers, then you will know what are briefs. So then create briefs, and then keep looking at in the timeline manner. But now, as I said, these AI capabilities are built into a lot of almost all the digital experiences. So I'll show you this. So on XM Cloud, right? I'm here on the XM Cloud. Now I'm now the content author, right? And then I want to make sure that marketing is in place, and then now I want to start creating content for that brand. So what I'll do is, if I just scroll down here, right, and then if I say this, create a paragraph with brand history and mention owner names in bullet points. Also, give CTA of YouTube channel. Right? Let's try this. I'm a content author, and then I'm uh, try to get the grounded data from AI. Now you see, so Nagpur has rapidly become a vibrant hub within the Sitecore community, achieving remarkable growth in just 1 year and 4 months. Now you see the detail and the intelligence that it got from Stream. It also knew, who are the owner, and then as a leader of dynamic user group, they continue to drive the innovation. This, join our community, and now surprisingly, if you see this, it also has the CTA, right? So if I do this, there you go, SUG Nagpur, and then you just need to make sure that let me just get this Teams out of it. You just need to make sure that now you are focusing on the task that you are supposed to do, right? Creating content is handed over to AI, right? And now I can also do, as I mentioned earlier in my presentation, right? There are different agents and co-pilots. So if I want to say, hey, change the tone to very friendly, right? I will say friendly, then it will change the text in such a way that it's very friendly to your eyes, and it sounds like it's very friendly. See, a space buzzing the site consoles, we have seen amazing transformation. So this is pretty cool. Uh, First is it is smart, right? Because it's brand aware. It's strategic because now you are actually focusing on the tasks you should be doing. And of course, lastly, it's secure because your data, because it's Azure, Microsoft Azure OpenAI, your data is secure. Your data privacy is also there. So that's the promise from Stream as well. So I think it's cherry on the top of the cake. And then I would just like to show you one more demo as well, where if I see here, this is my so just to give you perspective, we saw
Hey,
Stream from
Devagna.
our, yeah.
Sorry, it's just a time check. It's 4:28. We have just 2 minutes left, so we can go like 5 minutes more, and then we'll have Q&A session. I'm sorry for
I'll,
that.
I'll, I'll wrap it up. I'll wrap it up. I
Yep,
think it's
yep.
just the last thing. Thanks for the reminder.
Thanks.
Yeah. So this is the on-prem. So I wanted to show you that XMC also has a Stream from marketing perspective. Now we also have this AI capabilities right here in right into your content editor, right? I have integrated Stream into my on-prem version. I'm going to take another session for this, how you can configure this and get the value out of it. But here also, you can start asking, generate bullet points, generate a paragraph for promo with speaker name and names in bullets. See, it straight away knew what I'm talking about, and then join us as esteemed speaker David Bananati, and this is beautiful. And then I'll just say one more thing is that please make speaker name in bold. See, it's too good, right? So that's what I wanted to show you. I'll quickly move to the slides so that I can finish it up. Yeah, the AI capabilities right now. So Sitecore has this already available. So if you see this table, I'm going to share this PPT so you are all there. Right now it is already available on this particular things, different features. And then I wanted to give some technical insights, but I'll go very fast. Right now, it is available, the version 10.2 and greater. It is using Microsoft OpenAI GPT-4 model, and then on on-prem versions you can install the platform DXP package. Of course, I'm gonna write the blog about it, and soon I'm going to have another session on it, detailed session on it as well. But that's how it works. Future roadmap, improved AI capabilities. One of the thing I like is component creation with prompt. So now marketer will be able to create component on the fly. So you won't be needing a developer, but they can create component straight from the prompt itself. Yeah, and these are the references. You can refer to it. I'm gonna share the slides so you can have them too. Sorry for cut to cut time, but yeah, if any question, just go ahead. You can
Thank
shoot
you so
in.
much, Devagna, for
Yeah.
this thought-provoking session. Really, really great session. Let's jump to our Q&A part. I have already opened Q&A section, but I don't see any questions here. If anyone have any question, please raise your hand, or you can add questions in a chat box or Q&A section, and we'll take it up. I had few questions that came up, but most of them you already answered as they keep coming. The first one was related to the documentation that we upload. If it's not a documentation, how else we can provide them information? Is this do they have, or does it have some kind of questionnaire already, wherein you can just answer those questions and it will create your brand value? Because if we consider client, see, we know we generally use these kind of things, so we are aware how to give them command, how to search, or how to make brand values. But if we consider customer, they are not aware of all of those things. So how is it for them?
So if you're talking from marketing perspective,
Yes.
I think marketers, either from our team or from customer team, if the marketing team is there, they will already know what we are talking about when you present to your brand context, brand history. On top of it, Stream also provides you the, I forgot to show those buttons, but it will tell you that what is the intent of this field, what you should be putting in, so that it aligns with your brand. So for example, if I say brand history, right, or maybe brand purpose, if you see the intent, then it will prompt you that what you should be putting in, so that AI can take that intent and generate the content.
Okay. Okay. The next question that came up was like how safe it is, because um, we saw that you told already that it gets data from whatever you have defined, and we saw it from somewhere out of the internet. It pulled data from your last SUG Nagpur session. So how to make sure that I know it's on it's Sitecore product definitely, but how safe it is, because most of our sites are data compliant, HIPAA compliant. So how to make sure whatever we are uploading is not going somewhere else?
Yeah, so what happens is that it was still for your brand, right? So it was for SUG Nagpur, and it was for the same speaker it took. So it has the brand awareness already. So Sitecore Stream is said to be secure because it has the data privacy, and it is grounding to the only your brand. That's what its USP. That's what Sitecore has promised.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Does it work on some kind of analytics on, like, if it has suggested two things and we implemented that on our site, does it analyze the content that it has shared and whichever has like had better value, better customer value, like which one can give a better customer value?
Yeah. So that's a good question. So it also has capability to create versions for you. So when it all depends on the expertise of Gen AI or the prompt that you use. You can tell it to, hey, can you give me this particular a blog post for the engaging content, but make sure to create two versions for me by comparing each other. Then what it will do is it will create two versions, and then you can actually see which version suited it best, and then you can use them.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Thank you, Devigna. I don't see any other question um
Yeah,
in the
feel free
chat
to
box.
feel free to reach
There
out to me
was,
or maybe or my or Vikrant.
Yes, Neha, you said something.
yeah, there is this one question from someone who had reached out to me on WhatsApp when I posted about the webinar. And the question, I'll read out the question. I'm sure we did discuss about it or answer this, but if we have 2 minutes, let's take this up and I'll reach back to that person with the answer. So he asked how we can apply AI to digital assets, suppose an image, so that as soon as I author image based on that image, I should be able to get a detailed description. Later on, business users or content author will fine tune that content action based on asset assignments, pull or suggest relevant content. So this was his question.
Yeah, that's a good question. So Sitecore Stream app is only capable of generating the content, right? But it is integrated into your content hub as well. So it has capability of maybe tagging your image with AI. It is capable of giving the alt text or description to those images. So when you connect your stream with content hub and then use the stream right now, I did not have content hub into the picture, but then what it will do is it will suggest you the generated content. Will of course not generate in image for you, but when you do it from the content author perspective from Sitecore interface, now it will know all the context, and it will actually get the data from your content hub, make sure that your alt text is also there. You can hyperlink it as well, but then it will get you those images if those are kind of tagged by AI and what you have done on content hub site.
Great. I hope I'll capture this, like write it down, whatever you said, and I'll send
I
it to
can
him
I
on.
can send you I can
No,
send
no,
you that.
I
That's
can
no problem.
capture that. Thank you. I understood.
Okay. Thank you once again, Devagna, for sharing your time, your knowledge, and insights with us. A big thank you to all of the attendees for being a part of our first meetup of this year. We hope you found a value in today's session and are living with new ideas, inspiration of using Sitecore Stream. Keep an eye for the updates on our next meetup we have just started for this year. Till then, keep exploring, keep building, and keep sharing. Thank you very much on behalf of SUG Nagpur.
Thank you, team.
Thank you.
Thanks.